legendary, iconic, monumental, EPMD, Eric and Parrish making ducats, or something like that. Didn't one of them set the other one up to get stuck up? But that it was business as usual. EPMD, one of the greatest groups in music history. Oh man, look the 80s, the style of the 80s. You know, the big gold rope chain, the pleather leather jacket, bucket hat, Schoolboy Q bit that. But oh man, is that Eric Sermon or Biggie Smalls before the Puffy deal? What the? Hey, who is this in the background? EPMD, still going strong to this day. Eric Sermon, one of the greatest producers ever. Just legendary, iconic duo. As I said, hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel. I don't think I've ever talked about EPMD on this channel. I might have to get back into the 80s hip hop because, as you know, nothing's happened in rap for about 25 years now. Nothing. And but they had a very interesting interview that I came across where they had some very interesting comments on the current state of affairs and the current state of even older rappers around their age range. So let's get into it. This article says, EPMD, how do you feel about rap these days? What's missing? They say leadership, respect for themselves, the rappers, the understanding of hip hop, and majorly the mindset of what can I contribute to hip hop music? What could be better stated than that? They go on, a lot of cats today feel as though the music owes them something. It's kind of like a virgin. Where is he going with this? Then she starts turning tricks, becomes a prostitute, and then she needs rehab. That's where it is right now. Hip hop needs rehab. That's a hell of a Puff Daddy Cassie analogy. Okay, that just threw me off. But then they talk about current rappers and current older rappers. That, the first statement I read, that's across the board. Young, old, women, men, whatever the case. That's a statement across the board. The second part, that was like some Puffy, Cassie, whatever. But then the next question of poignance, of the pertinent or whatever. Very few rap icons are able to keep dropping joints without tarnishing their legacy. How do you keep it fresh? Now, I've never really understood people saying that, like older rappers, when they make new music, it tarnished their legacy. Okay, who? Like Eminem? Everything Eminem has done after 03 has been trash. So Eminem, Jay-Z, okay, everything after the Black Album is like, okay, like Jay-Z before the Black Album, classic. Jay-Z after Black Album, why? Maybe that's who they mean, but they're not going to say them names. But it says, how are rap icons, basically older rappers, able to keep dropping new music without tarnishing their legacy? How do you keep it fresh? And Parrish, making ducats, he said, always remembering where you come from. The people around you keep you on point. We got a lot of young soldiers around us, and they let us know that is hot or nah, that ain't it. You got to listen to your corner. It's just like in boxing. Another analogy. You got to love old Negroes with their analogies. My God, is this better than the first one? You're only as good as your corner. Tell that to Mike Tyson in the 90s. Jesus Christ. Speaking of Mike Tyson in the 90s, well, let me just save that one. You know, I'll go to it right now. It's poignant. When EPMD was on fire, this was let me switch here. Make sure you subscribe to all my channels. Oh, Busta Rhymes. Check out that upload. But on my sports channel, speaking of boxing and corners and Mike Tyson, oh God, one of my latest polls that had people in uproar. It's 96. Who's the best heavyweight? And Mike Tyson, my God, Michael Moore. Who was the 1% that picked? I had to put a fourth person, but who the hell picked Michael Moore? But people were so outraged that Mike Tyson won this. Now, I'm not gonna give my opinion on the poll, but the amount of emotional it's just a poll on YouTube. You should have seen. I had to remove a lot of the comments. There's like a million comments. There's like 4 left, but there was like a million. I had to get people up out of here because they were having meltdowns. How could people vote Mike Tyson whether or not he shouldn't win? It's like, why are you emotional over a poll on the internet? How does this affect your life? But this is the world you're living in. since Parrish made a boxing reference. You got to listen to your corner. It's just like in boxing. You're only as good as your corner. Tell that to Tyson. That's the difference between winning or getting knocked out. I'm also on the radio out in North Carolina. I'm a timeless rapper. It's not classic, or excuse me, it's classic. It's supposed to be it's classic, not old school. That never gets old. Yes, being timeless, having timeless subject matter means you can't get old school. Okay, Young MC is old school. EPMD's timeless. Rakim is timeless. LL's timeless. Tupac, Biggie, timeless. Vanilla Ice, that's old school. I love Melly Mel, but that hurrah, that's old school, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Eric Sermon, you answer this question. How do older artists keep things fresh and not tarnish their legacy? He says, I stay producing. And Eric Sermon, he has some fire he did with RJ Payne a few years ago. Oh my God. Eric Sermon, man, one of the greatest. I gotta meet him. I gotta work with him one day. Yeah, I gotta work with Eric Sermon one day. Yeah, man. Oh man, one of the true greats, man. And he worked with a lot of the greats, like Dusty Redman. Oh God, did I mention Redman? I stay producing. Eric Sermon says, regardless if EPMD has a record out or not, I'm working. I stay relevant. There we go with that word, relevant. Oh God, keep releasing music to stay fresh. Run used to say, that's Run from Run DMC. He used to say he don't have a it sound deaf posse around him. Basically, he don't have yes men, which means anything you play, your Negroes will say, yeah, sound deaf. I don't believe in that. I have people around me that will give it to me real, which is another thing you need. You need people to tell you, this is not good. But do you have the right people saying that? Because some of these Negroes, they want to be 18 again. So, oh man, why are you rapping like that? Why are you rapping like the 90s? Why don't you rap like Chief Keef? Because I'm not a demonic drill rapper, you idiot. You can't listen to all Negroes, or most. Is rap still out of control? Now, this is a funny one. Paris says, I think it is and it isn't. You got to master yourself first, bottom line. The leadership is not there like when we was out. We had Chuck D, KRS-One, and his bell pepper nose. You know, the S1Ws wasn't having that. I respect what the South is doing. Why? I honestly feel as though God put the music in a safe place until people that birthed it got their situation back in order. Wow, that's a statement. And that's where the South comes in. I feel safe with them having it right now. Why? It's a bunch of dudes in dresses and dreadlock weaves. But bottom line, if you don't have yourself under control before all the fame and fortune, this game will eat you alive. The South is being original. First of all, the South is not original. If you know anything about hip hop, Atlanta been stealing and biting Memphis for about 25 years now. But anyway, Eric Sermon says, hit the like button. Yeah, Eric Sermon said, hit the like button. He said, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Yeah. Eric Sermon says, it's just like you had Grandmaster Flash, then you had EPMD, then Bad Boy Rain, Rough Riders, then Master P, then Cash Money. Oh, that's the fruitiness. It's evolving. Evolving, another Illuminati term. You can't get mad at the new guy. Yeah, you can. Okay, let's skip this part. He says MCs like J. Rue the Damager, De La Soul, they are loved as much as the mainstream overseas. They still love to hear that snare and that kick, that boom bap, the sample, the lyrics. It's still exciting to them. That makes you say, damn, that is dope. Big ups to Kanye, Common, Mos Def, and dudes like that who are releasing that type of music regardless of what's popular. Yasin Bey. Well, Kanye West is talking about small hats and his cousin had a warm mouth or something, whatever. And speaking of Kanye, the interviewer says, didn't you two do the original Gold Digger? How did you feel about Kanye's Gold Digger? Paris says, it preserved us, helped us. Back again to listening to your corner. When people use your creation, it allows a certain balance. Not all the time. EPMD is about closing the gap. This time around, we understand what it is. We understand it. Wait. This time around, we understand it is what we do. We ain't rushing it. Man, ebonics. We letting it happen the right way. The way it should be. The way it's always been. I don't know what he's talking about. But EPMD with some very poignant, pertinent comments on current hip hop and even past hip hop. What are your thoughts on their statements? Now, as I record this in 2025, the older rappers, the best rappers now are, 35, 38, 40 plus. Nas is still great. Slick Rick just dropped a fire album. LL had some fire in 2024. Eminem is falling off like a loose Halloween mask. Speaking of Eminem, he ruined that Nas EPMD song. Oh my God, he ruined that. Ruins everything. Oh, the white man. But Jim Jones, he got a ghostwriter in Shooter 93, so he rap good now. Cameron and Mace are always dropping offbeat freestyles on their podcast or whatever. So it's a renaissance of the true MCs. Griselda, people don't realize Griselda's like 40. Benny the Butcher, the best rapper in the world, best artist in the world. So yeah, the older, okay, these children and these monkey drilled trash. But like the video, subscribe to the channel. Man, he looked just like Biggie before the money. Well, I guess his eyes weren't lazy. And if you want to support the channel, you can donate to the Cash App. Most of these videos I do are from donations from listeners like you, video requests that people have. Talk about this, and then they pay for it. I don't do $5 videos. I'm not Puerto Rican. But if you want to support the channel, or if you have a video request on a certain person, certain album, certain topic, past, present, or future, you can donate like those people did. It's Cash App, $XDN online. I'm up out of here. XDN wins, and that is it. Where is my drink?